Hello, 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 my beautiful gentlemen. Sorry, I did not prepare you guys for this. I'm just winging this and coming live from Bali, Indonesia. Hello and welcome. Why is it saying I'm unable to connect to chat? Listen, Facebook, y'all need to quit playing games with me. Facebook, I'm on YouTube. Damn it. YouTube, y'all need to quit playing games with me. Why can't remember to guard your privacy? Why won't they let me chat with you guys? Don't they know how important this is? This is muy importante to be able to talk to my men. Come on, YouTube. What the hell? I don't know. It's not letting me chat to you guys, and I want to chat. And that's the whole point of doing these damn lives. Unable to connect chat. Listen, YouTube thinks this is a game. YouTube, I will come for you. Don't make me bring out my Latina side on you, YouTube. Hey guys, how are you? So I can't chat with you. I don't know what the hell that's about. Can someone complain to YouTube for me and be like, listen, Arica Angelo is trying to connect with us. It's a love on us. So I told you that I wanted to do more YouTubes with, Jesus, yes, YouTube lives. I got to get my head together, man. Just came back from the gym and had some coffee. And so I'm like, wow. So it is, let me tell you what time it is. It is 12:10. I have not eaten. That could be why I'm a little hazy as well, because I do intermittent fasting. And in LA, because my laptop still says LA time, it is 9:10. So some of you, it's really late. I would love to know where in the world you're from, but once again, it's not working in the chat. So sorry, I'm not outside in beautiful Bali area, but I figured if I was going to get through this, I needed to be in a room with some air conditioning. Not the best lighting in here, so I apologize. It's just live, so please excuse me. So gentlemen, how do you talk to girls without running out of things to say? And obviously we're like in Corona time, so it's like, man, you have women's undivided attention right now. Like to me, I was just saying in my last video, I don't even remember what that video was called. Can someone help me out? What's my last video called? I don't remember. I think it was this one. Shit. This is how to talk to girls and spark attraction. I think it was that video. Oh my God, somebody tell me. You can, because the chat's closed. But listen, you have women's undivided attention right now, which is so fantastic. You're like, thank you, Corona, because finally these girls are not like living for the gram and like, you know, swiping and not being very focused and present with a guy that's in front of them. So this is really an opportunity for you guys to have women's undivided attention and to really talk to them, communicate with them. I personally feel, and I could be wrong, but my prediction is this, because they're saying that this is going to go on for a while, this whole Corona thing, right? My prediction is this, and I said this in my last video. I predicted when the whole tech industry was coming up, I was like, those are going to be the new it guys, because for a while, it was the corporate guys that were kind of like the hot guys, like the Wall Street guys. It was like, ooh, yeah, attorneys, Wall Street guys, doctors, ooh. And when I saw what was going on in tech, I remember telling, because I have clients that come from the tech world, and I said, listen, I think this is your time to shine, because women love power. We love a man in authority. And so I'm like, man, this is your time. Like, this is you guys are gonna be the new it guys. And then what? The guy who owns Snapchat, like marries, who did he marry? Miranda Kerr or someone? I mean, yeah, it's just, and then Elon Musk was dating the Amber girl. So I think in this time, I think we are going through a huge awakening. And I think women are finally going to understand, now that women are feeling a little bit empowered, which we still have a long way to go, but women are like, okay, listen, like I used to want a man because of power and knowing that I was going to feel safe, that he could care for me, which women still want that. But it's now about like, well, what does make me feel safe? If I can go out and make my own money, which not every woman is there, there's still some imbalance there. If there are women watching, they're like, someone told me a really bad joke about, never mind, I'm not even gonna tell it. I'm not gonna try to get charged people on my YouTube. We don't need that negative energy. Keep that shit at home, not on my YouTube channel. But I think women are really going to tap into like, what is it that actually makes me feel safe? And I think a man, I personally believe this, that a man who knows how to live from his heart, a man who knows how to communicate, who can express himself, that this kind of man is going to be the new type of man that women really crave. Now, obviously, she's going to still want you to have your shit together. You can't be like, look, I'm very feminine. I can communicate from my heart and be vulnerable and tell you how wonderful you are and tell you how I'm processing. But you're not paying your bills and you're not handling your shit. Like, come on. Like, you got to have both. And you want to be both. Who wants to be the guy who can't get his shit done, you know? Which right now, I'm sure a lot of people are like, shit, how do I pay for my rent? Different time. But I mean, if coronavirus wasn't happening, this would be very important. So listen, now that you have women's undivided attention, how do you talk to them without running out of things to say? I'm going to give you, because sometimes I like to give general concepts. I feel like when I just give you guys lines, it pigeonholes you. You get so myopic and you go, Arica, Angelo, the dating and relationship expert, said I have to say this. And so now I must say this. And you get pigeonholed into that. I don't want to pigeonhole you. This one, I just want to give you something on a broader spectrum so that you have the liberty, you have the freedom, you feel empowered to do this on your own with your own voice, because your voice matters and who you are matters. And she wants to get to know you. So what is the easiest way to talk to a girl without running out of things to say? It is this. Are you ready? Do you have a pen and paper? If you don't, why did you not come to class prepared? What were you thinking? Go get that pen and paper right now. We'll wait for you. The thing is, you want to talk about what you are most passionate about and what you are very intentional about in your life right now. It's super important that a woman knows where you are going, that you are a man who has some direction, that you have a man who has, that you're a man who has some passion, some purpose, that you are living your life intentionally. Listen, this shit turns us women on. You show me a guy who may not be the hottest guy and may not have the fanciest car and all this bullshit that we think really matters when it don't. I mean, obviously you want to have sex with them. There has to be attraction there. Let's keep it real. Let's not get too crazy. Okay. Boy, I am on one. This is what I look like with no food and coffee and just coming back from the gym, which I do look quite cute, I must say, even though I'm so dark in this and you can't really see what I look like. Okay, Arica, it's not about you. It's about the men. It's about the men. When a woman knows what a man is intentional about, what his purpose is, what he is passionate about. Listen, for one, let's just like cut through the shit. You are going to talk about this effortlessly. Why? Because it is second nature to you. It was interesting. Last night, I was at our gym and I was at the spa, which I know you guys are like, you should be quarantined right now. But I was, because I don't want to go crazy just yet, because I got men to support. So mama got to keep the head together. What little there is, that's I'm just being funny. There's a lot there. And so this gentleman said, what do you do? And I was like, well, I work with men about dating and relationships. And so he started asking me questions. And it just started pouring out of me. He was asking more about relationships and vulnerability and how do you facilitate connection, like really important questions. And it was just pouring out of me. Why? Why did I not have to think of some script or some lines of like, this is what I should say to promote my business, and which he was supposed to subscribe. I hope you subscribed. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Like, it would be my honor to have you as a subscriber. It just poured out of me. Why? Because I've been doing this for 12 fucking years. So I love talking about dating and relationships. And when I'm not coaching and doing YouTubes, then I'm constantly researching. I'm constantly talking to couples and processing and talking to singles. Why? Because I'm so passionate about it. I love it. It is my life purpose. I live with tremendous intention about it. So if you ask me, hey, what do you do? What's important to you? It pours out of me because this is what I am purposeful with. This is my passion. This is what my intention is with my life, what I am doing with my life. And so you, my love, need to tap into that. You need to not only tap into that, but let's put some practicality to this. If you're passionate about it, don't hold back. Don't hold back that passion when you're talking to a woman about something that you're being intentional with your life. Show her your enthusiasm. Tell her why it's important to you. Tell her why this matters to you, because that's what facilitates the connection, is not just hearing your purpose, your intention, what you're passionate about. Not only is that going to create the conversation to just pour out of you, but when you say it with enthusiasm, when you say it with empathy, with emotion, when you emote with it, then a woman goes, damn, this guy is interesting. It's just like me right now. If I was talking to you and I say, you know what, guys, you know what, Tom, you know what, James, you know what, Bob, you know what, Robert, I really am passionate about relationships. I love being a YouTuber and connecting with my community and posting little bikini shots for them so that they can go, thanks for keeping the morale high, because we're all locked in our homes. So Arica, please post more bikini pictures. I'm being really cheeky here and funny. But if I said it that way, do you feel emotionally connected to me? Do you feel like you really believe what I'm saying? But if I said it the way I just said it, if I say it like, I am obsessed with love and dating and relationships because I believe that every person on the planet deserves to be loved. I know the pain that it feels like of feeling rejected, of struggling with loneliness, the frustration of being in a relationship and having zero connection. And that's why vulnerability is so important to me. That's why teaching men how to approach women so that they have the basic tools in their tool belt so that they can meet the love of their life. This is what I live for. This is my passion. This is my purpose. And when someone tells me their story and they go, I've been single for so long, I haven't had a girlfriend. And I communicate to them, oh, babe, wow. Oh, that must be really hurtful. You must be really sad. Sweetheart, I'm so sorry. I've been through those seasons and they're rough and they're not fun. You hear that empathy. You hear that compassion. This is what women connect with. This is what people connect with. Like some of these tools, in case you guys don't know, the things that I teach you with women, some of these are life tools that you can apply in the workplace. You can apply in your business. So be mindful when I'm giving you advice, not just like, don't be so myopic with it and think, oh, this is just for women. Some of these are life skills, life tools. But if you want to connect with a woman, you want to keep her engaged to the point where you're not running out of things to say. One, connect to what you are most passionate and purposeful about. And when you say it, don't hold back. I think that's the biggest thing. I think if I just said to you, talk about your purpose, talk about what you're being intentional about with your life, what you're passionate about. But if I didn't tell you that part of and express how you truly feel about it, let those emotions come out, come alive, emote. If I didn't say that, then that would totally be like, okay, I told her what I was passionate about and she was not into it at all. But when it's said with emotion, that's what establishes the connection. Think about a movie and you're watching a movie. What if every actor just said their lines with zero emotion? It would be the shittiest, lamest movie ever. But you make those emotional connections because there's emotion behind it. Like one of my clients, we were both talking about how Lion King is like one of our favorite movies. Like, oh my God, when that came out, I was in the theater like every weekend. But like my favorite scene in that is when, Simba's scared and he's like, Dad, I don't know what to do, Dad. I don't know what to do. This is such a powerful line. And I have to say this to myself and I say this to my clients. And Mufasa comes from the cloud and he says, Simba, remember who you are. You are the rightful heir. Someone needs to hear that today. You need to remember who you are. But the thing is like we feel the emotion of both sides. We feel the vulnerability. I know this is a cartoon, but it's my favorite. So we're going to talk about it because I'm on the mic. But Simba, you can feel his fear and his uncertainty and questioning who he is, and for his father to come in and to speak with passion and authority. It's such a beautiful moment. And so think of the same thing when you're talking to a woman. She's not going to be like, Simba, remember who you are. You're the rightful heir. No, she wants to hear that passion. She wants to hear conviction behind your voice. So I want you, my gentleman, I want you to ask yourself, what are things? Have a list. If you're more, I work with a lot of left brainers. A lot of my clients are engineers and they're left brainers. And so some of this can be a bit of a challenge for them. And so some of my engineer guys and my really smart guys, my tech guys are very left brain. Sometimes you have to do something practical like make a list. So I want you to get intentional about this. Like, shit, you're locked in your home. You might as well be intentional about your life right now. You might as well be cultivating and developing yourself as the man that women want right now. You got all this time on your hand. Become the best version of you now. You're like, that's why I'm here, Arica. Oh, okay. But I want you to be intentional. Make that list. Make a list. What are the things that I'm most intentional about? What am I most passionate about? What do I feel like my purpose is? And you may not be able to answer all of those, and that's okay. But listen, have a list and even put some fun things in it. You know, I have a client of mine and he communicates with women about like his travels, his hiking, his camping, his love for playing the piano. I love that he interjects his passions in life while he also has a career. But he talks about more about the things that he's involving his life in outside of his career. But if your career is your purpose, then fuck, share that with her. But listen, this is an opportune time for you to really start communicating with women, talking to girls. And this is the way that you do it so you don't run out of things to say, okay? Listen, you can do this. You have this. You have what it takes. Tell me in the comments section below what part of this spoke to you. I really think for most of you guys, the thing that you guys are missing, that one thing you're missing is emoting, showing the emotions, which requires vulnerability, which I should do more videos about vulnerability because really that is what establishes connection with everybody. So if you want more vulnerability videos, then tell me in the comment section below. Listen, if this video resonated with you, like it, all right? Okay. And listen, if you're on the journey, if you're like, Arica, I really am focused on discovering like who I really am as a man, how women experience me, and how I am showing up in this damn world, then listen, you really should check out my Discovering Your Glory program. It is my life's work. I've invested everything, all the things that I've learned the hard way, I've put into this e-course. It's 8 weeks and it is life-changing. I did it as a group coaching program years ago, and my clients who were a part of this, it forever changed their life, forever changed their life. This is probably one of the things that I have released that I am most proud of. Like if it became my life legacy, this program, I would die a happy woman. It's that powerful. And so I really encourage you to grab it. You can do it as a VIP coaching experience where you can work with me one-on-one for a day and you work with me throughout the course, or you can just absorb the course yourself and do it at your own pace. And I am working with someone so that we can create payment plans because I know right now money is tight for a lot of people. So I'm just working with my tech guy so that we can get a payment plan together. So if you're interested in this and maybe you've checked it out and you saw the price and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can really afford that right now, please email me and just say, Arica, just put in the subject line because I do get lots of emails. So if you really want to grab my attention, put Discovering Your Glory in the subject line. And then just tell me, hey, Arica, I really want to do this. I really feel this really speaks to me. This really resonates with me. Please email me and I will make sure that that I will email you so that you get on the payment plan so that you can get this. But this is a course that I think every human being should do. And I'm not just saying that because it's mine. I have actually put myself through this course. I went through a really difficult time about 3 weeks ago of just like feeling really uncertain. Like I get insecure just like you guys do. And I was feeling really insecure about Well, I'll just tell you, I'll just be vulnerable with you. I really feel like some of you may not care and you can sign off, but if you want to know more about me and who I am as a person, I really feel intuitively like this is my year to really up level in my business and how I show up in the world and how I show up and how I serve. And so I feel like I'm supposed to be out there more and to be seen more. And that was like triggering the shit out of me and like pushing my buttons. And I was like, like I just part of me wanted to just stay small and be like, no, I'm gonna stay in my comfort zone. And I just could feel intuitively like, no, Arica, this is really your time, babe, to up level. And it was totally pushing on my buttons because, like I tell you all the time, you have what it takes. You matter. In that moment, I was really getting challenged, like really, really challenged of like, who do you think you are to like want to influence people globally? Who do you think you are to speak into people's hearts? And who do you think you are to really bring change to people's lives? And you think your YouTube channel is doing anything? It's not doing shit. Like I was getting just like bombarded with these thoughts. And I was like, okay, hold up. And I had to put myself through my own course. There was a portion in the course that really talks about the heart of matters. And I had to put myself through that. And I was like, damn, this shit is good. Like it hit me so hard, my own course. Like my villa mates, they were like, are you working really hard? I was like, no, I'm putting myself through my own course. And it really did hit me hard. And I really had to process it for like 2 days where I was like, my clients who are doing it, they're like, Arica, these are some really like solid questions. Like, wow, I've never thought of this stuff before. Yeah, it's intense. It's just stuff that I just, like I said, it's my life work. And when I shared this with a group coaching experience, like I think it was like 3 years ago, it was like, you know, those moments where the heavens open and you're like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It was that kind of moment. And then I just went and like put it on a shelf and I was like, that's going to be on a shelf. And then I had a client who is very tenacious and I love and adore him. He came to me and was like, Arica, I'm thinking about leaving my job. I'm questioning what my purpose is. Like, why am I here? What am I doing with my life? And I was like, okay. And he was like, I really could use some support in this. And I was like, okay. And finally I was like, well, I have this course. And so it was because of him why I've released this. So I highly encourage you. You've got to get this. It's an 8-week coaching journey. You can do it self-coaching. You can work with me. But if you need payment plans, like I totally get, like money is tight for people. Please, please, please email me. Just put in the subject line, Discovering Your Glory. And that will get my attention because I do get lots of emails. Listen, guys, I want to do more of these YouTube lives. Hopefully the chat will be working because like that's the fun of it is when I get to message with you guys. I'm like, hey, boo, how you doing? Miss you. Love you, boo-boo. So I wish I could have done that, but like YouTube just wasn't having it. They were like, nope, not today. So everything works out for a reason. But just know this, babe, like you might be sitting at home in your underwear, you know, just alone and feeling really alone. I know a lot of people are feeling really alone. It's another reason I've shared in some of my other videos why I have chosen to stay in Bali, which sometimes I question that choice. I'm just going to be vulnerable and real with you guys. Sometimes I'm like, am I making the right decision? But I just know right now with where things are, I'm in a very strong place where I can support you guys because Bali is such a magical and supportive place and such a place with good energy and good people and just really high vibes. And so I'm like, I can serve better from here than I could being in the chaos, being in the anxiety, being in the loneliness back at home in the States, which Bali is part of my home now as well. So that's why I'm staying parked here. I feel like my life is not about me. It's partly about me, but my life is about serving. And I feel like I can serve best from a place that's supporting me. So if you're lonely right now, like I just want to, and I know this is going over just a little bit longer, but if you could just bear with me, you could just hold on one more second. I want you to close your eyes right now. And I want you to wrap your arms around yourself. I do this all the time. I hug myself. I love on myself a lot because I'm like, if I can't love on me, then I don't have any business asking anybody else to love on me. So In this moment, as you're holding yourself, I just want to remind you that, baby doll, you're not alone. You're not alone. You are not alone. That in this moment you are held, that you have more love and light force in your body than you haven't even tapped into. But it's an awakening time. We're going through a big awakening on this earth, whether you realize it or not. Shit is popping off. So in this moment, as you hold yourself, you are actually connected to love, because love actually abides inside of you. And as your sister, you're the woman who loves to champion your heart, I just want to say, in this moment, you are so loved, that I so love you, baby doll, that you're seen, that your heart matters, that you have a story, you have a role to play out, that without you, someone needs to hear this. Without you, someone really needs to hear this. If this is touching you right now, this is for you. There's someone out there, you need to know, listen, if you were not here, it would cause big problems on this earth. Like, it would put a dent into the earth. Like, we really need you. You're so needed. We don't realize how much we impact people when we walk outside and we smile at someone, that person who is probably on the verge of suicide, or that person who just found out that their mother had cancer. And because you smiled at them, that you gave them hope in the world. Baby doll, you matter, and your life matters, and you are valuable, and you are valued, and you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. I wish I could just fucking put you all in a room and just squeeze the shit out of all of you. I just love you, men. I love you. I love your hearts. I love your tenacity. I love your courage for showing up on my channel every freaking week and watching these videos because you want to become better. I love this. I'm constantly telling women, do you know how many good men there are out there? There are amazing men. I'm like, oh my God, my clients are like phenomenal. The men who are part of my YouTube community, they're amazing. They're incredible. I'm just so honored. I'm so honored to get to serve your heart. I really am. I really am. I'm just so grateful to be here. I'm grateful that we have technology so that I can speak to you in the loneliness, in the void, in the unknown, in the uncertainty, and just to be a calm yet crazy wild voice to just say, babe, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We're all going to get through this. We're going to get through this. But your life's going to come out better on the other side. If you have that heart posture of, I'm going to make this work for me, your life's going to come out better on the other side. You may not know how. It's not your job to know the how. It's your positioning of your heart, posturing your heart and saying, this is my intention. And even communicating that with the women that you're interacting with. This is my intention. And hey, some of you who you're like, I don't even have a woman to talk to, then freaking reach out to women and check on them. Be like, hey, how are you doing? Who's supporting you? I'd love to connect with you if you're feeling alone. Like, you don't have to do this alone. Like, fucking reach out to women. Come on. They're just sitting around with their thumbs in their butt, like bored out of their mind. Let them know that they're not alone. Like, this is a time for men to rise up and to champion. Come on, champions, wake up. Wake up, wake up. This world needs you. Whoever said women don't need men is full of shit. We need men right now. We need their power. We need their strength. We need their support. We need their vulnerability as well. I should do more videos on that. Okay, guys, I know this has gone super long. Thank you for being so patient. I love you guys. Make sure you check out that Discovering Your Glory. I put it in links. I can find a way to link it later. I'll put it in the comments. I'll put it in the comments. That's what I'll do. And if you need a payment plan, please just email me and let me know. Okay. I love you. I love you so much. I love you so much. Oh, make sure that you go to my Instagram and follow my stories, because I post some crazy shit on there. I'm like a nut job, and I'm always posting like crazy stuff and some bikini shots. Apparently those do really well. Interesting that guys like the bikini shots. Wonder what that's about. All right, guys. I love you. I love you. Okay, I can't tell you enough, but I need to get going. Okay? I love you. Mwah! Bye.